Hello guys, long time no see. Today's video is going to be very interesting because I'm going to talk about key aiming mistakes for beginner, intermediate, even advanced players. And I'm going to give you simple solutions, what you need to do exactly to improve it. The first key mistake is wrong sighting position. And many players standing on their right leg, but their head position for the right hand player is to the left. So basically they're aiming across the ball, especially if their dominant eye is left, which is in my case. So this is old school way. And to be online, you need to put your head to the right, which makes sighting a little bit more complicated and not as consistent. So if I'm not going to do any changes, if my head is going to be to the left and my leg to the right, I aim this ball to the right if I not make any changes. And I'm aiming there. So what many people do over the practice, if they stand like this, they come across the ball like that. You see in the cues offline, and then they go into the line, which is not very good for the consistency. So instead, for your eye perspective, you need to see one line. So in my case, I need to stand almost with my nose on the line. And this way, I don't need to do anything specific with my head position. I just can keep my head position without moving sideways. And that's it. So just make sure that from your eye perspective, I'm going to show you from the left, from the left hand perspective, because I'm left eye dominant. I see the perfect angle from this part of the position. So for me, it looks like this. I'm not standing like that, but I'm just slightly, to the side compared to my right hand. So I have to go into the line like that. And this is where I see the perfect line. So that's the first mistake and first solution. Now, after sighting comes shot approach. And what many players do, as they come to the shot, even if their sighting is correct, they put their right and left leg and they move together with the cue, which means that their head is moving with the left leg to the side. And they come to the shot across the ball, and in this case, I'm aiming already thick. If I don't do any compensation. So what I advise for you, if you want to approach the shot better, is to make sure that you set your feet and cue first, and the only thing what you need to do is gradually put your body and head to the cue. In this way, you're going to have way more chance to be consistent and pot balls more consistent. So let me show you again from the slightly different angle. So what you do, this is good practice for you. You stand behind the line. As I said, sighting position needs to be from your eye perspective correct. You set your feet and cue first, and then you just need to gradually put your head and cue to the shot. Head and body to the shot, sorry. And this is just what many top amateur professional players do. They set their legs, body, cue first. Sorry, they set their legs cue first, and they set their body and head last. And this is how they approach the shot. When the head is high, 1, 2. So in real game, it looks like this. And again, mistake is, as they approach the shot, they move their head to the left, like this. You see my head, and then goes back to the line. Sometimes gets, sometimes not. So you need to put your head on line, so set your cue and drop down. The last mistake what many players do when they approach the shot and finish approach, and if they feel that they are offline, they try to correct with the moving bridge hand like that or moving body. And this is not good, because if you are doing fishing, you are set not to be consistent. So my advice in this case, if you feel that you're offline, like I approach the shot, I feel that I'm aiming cue ball to the right side and missing red to the left. And if I feel that about even 2% that I'm going to miss the shot, I just have to stand back again. Repeat those 2 steps which I mentioned earlier. And if you approach the shot, just make sure that you have a brief 1 second pause on the cue ball, because that's going to give you enough time to see are you aiming on the correct line or not. And if yes, then you start your feathers and finish the shot. If that makes sense. Because what I see, players approach the shot and they start cue immediately, and they don't have enough time to see the correct line, and then they often can miss an easy shot, even if their cue action is pretty decent. So just make sure that you approach the shot and you have a slight pause on the cue ball, and if you feel that you're offline, just step back and approach the shot again until you feel 100% that you're going to put the ball. Brief pause on the cue ball, feathers. Now in real game looks like this. That's I played the black. And finish the shot. So to summarize, there are 3 major mistakes in sighting position: the way you stand behind the line. So you don't stand across the ball, just make sure that you stand on the straight angle. The way you set your cue on line needs to be straight. And as you finish your shot approach, just make sure that you sight correct. If not, step back until you get it right. And I'm sure, confident, that your simple ball potting and overall consistency will improve. See you in the next video.